Hi, my name is Andy, and I'm the coordinator of Gender Violence Prevention and Education at the University of Denver.
I'm Molly Hooker, and I'm the Deputy Title IX Coordinator in the Office of Equal Opportunity and Title IX.
I'm Ashley Hunt, and I'm the Assistant Director of Advocacy Services at the Center for Advocacy Prevention and Empowerment, or CAPE. We're here to provide information on prevention and education and support efforts at DU around issues of gender-based violence. Today, we'll identify some prevention and education initiatives, provide tips on initiating a conversation with your student around these topics, and provide information on support resources. We recognize that at a time of excitement and new experiences for parents and students, that this can be a very difficult topic to think about or discuss. And we appreciate that you are viewing this presentation as these issues are important and we want folks to know about the resources available to students at DU. Here at DU, we use the term gender-based violence to talk about the prohibited conduct on campus that includes sexual assault, dating and domestic violence, stalking, and sexual harassment. It's also important to name that anyone can be a victim of gender violence and that there are resources on campus that can support survivors. At DU, we take issues of gender-based violence very seriously and have a comprehensive approach to preventing acts of gender-based violence and providing support to anyone who may be impacted. Different offices on campus provide a spectrum of services to the community. At CAPE, we provide free and confidential advocacy and support to any DU community member impacted by gender-based violence. We support survivors in accessing medical care, academic accommodations, counseling services, and support folks in reporting to Title IX or law enforcement, accessing financial support, and more. You'll hear more about health promotion and equal opportunity in Title IX later in this session and campus safety in other sessions.
It's important to start the conversation with your student about topics like healthy relationships, consent, and safety as they navigate their college experience. We understand that it can seem overwhelming to prepare a big talk with your student around sensitive topics like gender-based violence. Conversations about consent, healthy relationships, and boundaries don't need to be a big standalone topic. They can be part of the conversations you're already having. Check out the Parent and Family website for more information and web resources. A student's first year is an especially important time to talk about gender-based violence, prevention strategies, and risk reduction practices. The first 6 weeks of the school year are commonly known as the red zone. The red zone is of highest risk because new students have more risk factors and less protective factors, and perpetrators seek out individuals who appear to be vulnerable. For instance, we know that students are looking to form new friend groups and may experiment more with substances like alcohol when they come to campus. Alcohol use increases the likelihood that a person may misread a situation and be more likely to perpetrate unwanted behavior, even sexual assault. Talking to your student about staying with friends, having a designated sober friend, and addressing concerning behavior can help prevent harm.
If you know or have reason to believe that your student has experienced sexual trauma or other forms of gender-based violence, CAPE has resources for you. No one needs to be alone in navigating the impacts of gender-based violence. CAPE is the campus unit that provides confidential support to anyone who's impacted by gender-based violence, including the family and loved ones of survivors. Ending gender-based violence and supporting survivors at DU is a campus-wide effort. CAPE works collaboratively with additional resources on campus, such as health and counseling, to provide wraparound, trauma-informed services to victims and survivors of gender-based violence.
DU invests a significant amount of resources into its commitment for preventing and addressing the effects harassment and discrimination has on our community. The Office of Equal Opportunity and Title IX is responsible for responding to reports of harassment, discrimination, and gender-based violence on any protected status. We are designated responsible employees. Our office is not a confidential resource. The office works with impacted students needing supportive measures to remain engaged in their educational program and activities, and offers options of informal and formal resolutions to address it. You may have questions throughout your student's journey at DU or need to report a concern of gender-based violence that is impacting your student or someone in our community. If this is the case, we encourage you to contact us. We have a reporting mechanism on our website, or you can call or email us to speak directly.
Before coming to campus, your student will complete an online module called Sexual Assault Prevention for undergraduate students. During Discovery's orientation, they will attend several programs to learn more about DU's community values, including sessions on consent and bystander intervention. We will continue to talk about these topics throughout their first year on campus in an active bystander learning session. You can learn more at du.edu/thrive or on the Parent Family website.
Thank you for joining us today. Please see the Parent and Family webpage. It contains resources, conversation starters, and more information about gender violence topics. And of course, don't hesitate to reach out to us with questions. Welcome to the DU community.